Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, what I got in the mail today was some Pu-erh tea, and I'm probably saying that wrong, as I usually do when I try to pronounce stuff. Really interesting. Occasionally I'll post a video that's tea related or coffee related. It's not very often, but obviously anyone who's followed the channel for a long time, you've seen that before. And people will see those old videos and they'll send me messages like, hey, you gotta try this coffee, you gotta try this tea. And I got such a message recently. A couple weeks ago, I got a message telling me that if I like tea, I have to try this. It's their favorite tea, blah, blah, blah. Never heard of it before. So I had to look it up, and in my nature, I get very curious about things that seem interesting to me, and I had to try it. So I finally got some in the mail. This came from Pu-erh tea. This was shipped internationally. Now the tea itself is basically a fermented tea. It's an aged tea. And the older it is, the more expensive it is. So there's cakes that are in the hundreds of dollar range, if not more. And that lasts years and years. I mean, you can have this a decade, 2 decades old. It never really gets too old because it's been fermented. It's kind of like aging wine or anything else. Really interesting. So I figured I'd kind of open this together and look at them. I got 2 different kinds here. This cake was 68 bucks. It's not cheap, but if this is something you wanted to try, they do have a small one. I just kind of figured if it's something that I do like, I want a lot of it around. I don't want to have to keep ordering it, especially since I've only seen it on international sites. If you guys do have a source, if you happen to already know what this is, and you drink it all the time, you love it, and there's a place in the US that you buy it from, please let me know in the comments. So I don't have to, if I do like it, don't have to get it online anymore. But if you do want to try this on the cheap, they do have a small cake for like 8 bucks or something. But I can't read any of this. I believe this is in Chinese. This is where the tea originates from, is the Yunnan or Yunnan area of China. And this one is an organic ripe cake. Both of them are ripe cakes, which means they've already been fermented. They're ready to go. I can start breaking it apart and making tea. So here's how this one arrived. And basically you can keep it in its original package, which lets it breathe, and it can continue to age over time, and it will change its flavor. So you unwrap it, and basically you got a big donut of tea. And again, can't read any of that. Maybe you guys can help me a little bit with that. Any idea what that says? Anyone? Because I have no idea. But yeah, here it is. Pu-erh tea. You see, obviously, it's pushed into a big donut-shaped cake. And see how it smells. It's very interesting. It smells kind of sweet. It smells a little bit like dog food, which doesn't sound appealing at all. Interesting. Just real interesting. It's a black tea, and I can't wait to try this stuff. I may love this. I may absolutely hate it. I don't know yet. That'll be for a future video. But here's a different one here. And again, can't read any of that. Get this open and see. This one has a little poker. There's a website, which I still don't know what it is. So this one you can see. Another cake here. And this one comes with a little ice pick type dealio, which I guess you can use to break it up into smaller bits. Let's see if this one smells the same or not. And like I said, I mean, there's people out there that know way more about this than I do. Actually, I'm gonna leave it in the wrapper here to smell this one. Yeah, it smells very similar. I mean, it has a basic tea smell, like a black tea, which I think in China is considered red tea. But I don't know, there's something deeper there. It's not really musky. I don't want to say it's musky, but I don't know, it's different. It's richer. It's bolder. So anyway, it seems very interesting to me. I do like trying new things. That is my biggest thing in life. It has been pretty much my whole life, is I'm the guy that's trying new things all the time, whether it's trying new food, going somewhere I've never been before. You know, I want to absorb as much as possible in my life. You know what I mean? Learn as much as I can, experience as many different things as I can. And I do enjoy tea occasionally. I definitely have coffee more than I have tea. but especially these days I'm trying to lean a little bit more towards some tea. And this is something new. Like I said, I got a message from you guys, and you know, I'm teaching you guys stuff all the time because people will send messages, hey, I didn't know about this, hey, I didn't know about that. Well, I'm constantly learning from you guys too. You guys send me messages constantly about all these new things that I've never heard of before. And this is one great example where I got a message and I read it and I said, yeah, I gotta try that. And I did. So here it is. So you guys will definitely see a future video of me drinking this tea, and either with a big smile on my face and telling everyone how awesome it is and how much they have to try it, or I might throw up. I have no idea. So I'm sure you'll be entertained either way. We will see. But yeah, if you guys have more information on this, especially a source inside the US, I'd love to hear about it, and your experiences, of course, with it if you do enjoy it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.